Welcome back to another episode of Let Us Be Sustainable, and this is the August 20th Dahlia patch update. Since all of the pests have been under control, the Dahlias had time to make a comeback. There was some rotting issues with a few of them with the rain that we've had in the past. But now that we're getting milder temperatures and more sunny days, more drier days, they're coming back. This one needs some water, so I kind of watered it. This is actually the white seedling from Boom Boom that I started back in February. So I think it's starting to show its age because it's one of the older dahlias than the ones that are coming up that I put out by Mother's Day. These are a lot older. They've been out longer. So it's starting to show some age, some yellowing, even though I am fertilizing it. But it's still pushing out blooms. So as long as it's pushing out blooms, I may be able to crossbreed it with some other dahlia. Kevin Floodlights is becoming a showstopper. It's coming along. White Perfection, it's not doing so great, but that was the first bloom. Hopefully the second one will be better. Akita is doing okay. I'm hoping that we can get a cross pollination with Kevin Floodlights. I would like to see what that would look like. This is Noiji's Glory, another one. Ray-Ban Royale has finally shown its head. It's getting darker. At first when it opened up it was a light pale pink, but it is getting darker. I got it because they said it's a good seed parent, so I'm hoping to get some nice seeds from this one. And it's next to this one. What is this one called? Wait a minute. It's White Nettie. That's White Nettie. I have it next to Odyssey, which is another good seed parent, and Nijinsky, which is a purple. So it's coming up. They're doing okay. So another purple Odyssey, which is a purplish white with a hint of lavender in it, and Nettie, which is a white. Then you have Sylvia and Caitlin's Joy, and I believe this one is the one that's called Late, Late. I'm not growing it next year. It's just, it's not growing fast enough. I don't know what's wrong with that. Kasagi is a little tiny one here. It's really tiny compared to my hand. It's pretty. I'm hoping it produces some seeds. It's also next to Ray-Ban Royale. I have Burlesca. Hoping this one didn't produce very much seeds last year. It really did. It produced one or two. But I'm leaving this as open pollinated. See what happens. And we have Stoltz von Berlin is here. Some more buds are coming up. So as they start to form flowers, I will make more videos. This one's a pretty one. This one's Angel of 7A. I don't know if you can tell, but it is a bright red with a yellow center. It is a water lily, and it is next to Guri Hopki. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. So hopefully we'll get some buds. Cream de Cassis, its first bud is there. Hopefully I'll get some seeds. I mean, they're next to each other. And Mission Canary is still forming buds. I can't wait for this one to flower. Still hasn't done anything yet. But it's tall. It's about 3 feet tall. Black Diamond finally blew its center. Arabian Night. Gotta love that flower. It's just beautiful. Here's another one. It has lots of buds, and it's with Black Diamond and Maroon Fox. There's Purple Fox in the mix there. I have Moore's Place. There are a lot of dark reds and maroon colored ones in this pile, so they can cross-pollinate all they want. It'll be a surprise to see what I come up with. This is the other yellow seedling. It's also showing its age. I watered it because it seemed to be asking for water, because dahlias are dramatic that way. They just drop their leaves when it's too hot, and then they perk right back up when it gets cooler. They're little drama queens, they're little divas. The rest of the pile hasn't bloomed yet, but it will. Now, surprisingly, the seedlings that were all attacked by the boars and I cut back have grown back. I gotta move them because they can't be here if they're gonna bloom. These were all the single petaled ones, so they gotta go. I will be moving them this weekend because they can't be here. I don't need any singles near my doubled blooming batch. All the cross pollination I want here are all double blooming, double petaled, ball, decorative, informal decorative, water lily, cactus. Oh, speaking of cactus, besides Akita, they're forming buds. This is a yellow. This is a lavender and white, I believe, or lavender and pink. And another yellow. So we'll see. Yellow star, Max marks, and bold accent. So these three will be together. Let's see what they produce. Another one that's taking a sweet time to grow, but that one has been so abused and taken out by that raccoon so many times that I think it just finally got stunted. Because at this time of the year, it should be tall enough in forming buds. I think it has to do with lighting. So if it doesn't get enough sun, it's just gonna stunt. It's okay, it'll produce tubers. Enough tubers that I can grow it again next year, which is fine. And that is a snowcap. But I do have a snowcap in that other pile, which will be blooming. So I'm okay with making crosses with that cultivar. So I don't really need it to grow at this point. But the buds are forming, the temperatures are cooling off, and I am going to have a better success of cross-pollinating coming up this September. And I should have collect seeds by the end of September. And the ones that I do cross-pollinate, I will bag. I will bag the bud first. Once I get it to open its center and collect some pollen, I will cross-pollinate, put the bag back on, and make my crosses. All of the ones that are currently open, it's fine. Those are open pollinated. That'll be a potluck. And I may sell these seeds. So if anybody's interested in getting seeds from me, let me know. I will put a link to my Macari shop on this video when the seeds are available. You just follow the link to the McCary shop and you can purchase the seeds of these open pollinated dahlias. What I will do is I will take the picture of the seed flower, such as like if it's going to be kasagi, I'm going to take a picture of kasagi and the picture of the seed pod that pertains to this particular flower, and whatever seeds that pod produces is what I'm going to sell. So if it's 25 seeds, 50 seeds, 75 seeds, 80 seeds, whatever's in that pod is what you get. So let me know if you're interested in that in the comments, and I will sure make that happen. You can see here, this is Sylvia, and you can tell, I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if it'll show up on the video. It won't show. You can't see them. Well, I'll put a picture of the what the seed looks like as they start to form, because as they start to dry, the seeds get thinner and they're hard to see. I'll post a picture up of what the seeds look like, because when they're first forming, they're kind of thick, but as the pod starts to mature, they get thinner and drier and darker and almost to black, and they're really thin seeds. So that's what I'll put up, the pod with the seeds for the particular cultivar. This is Caitlin's Joy. That's going to be another open pollinated, and it is next to Sylvia, and this one is Rebecca Lynn. So Rebecca Lynn and Caitlin's Joy and Sylvia are in the same location, and it's also next to Land Crest, so bees can go from here to here and cross-pollinate. So it'll be a potluck. You never know what you're going to get as far as color and variety, but that's the fun about growing about seeds. What I'm trying to do is make sure that all of the seed in this batch are pollinated by double blooming dahlias. Like everything in this pile all have double blooms. They're full blooms, multi-bloom, multi-petals. I don't want single petals. So, for instance, you never know. You could have got cross-pollinated by that. So, let's see. That's it for now. If you have any comments, questions, let me know. Put them in the comments. I will put the link to the McCary shop. That's it for now, and I'll catch you on the next one.